Alright, some more KSL action. And this time we're gonna have a Protoss versus Terran and some high level gameplay. Spawning at the top right side of Solaris from Team SSLT. This is Cyan. And his opponent. For Dragon KSL Gaming, the former world champion from 2023 is none other than Oliveira. Back then, I believe it was KSL Gaming. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Dragon KSL Gaming already, right? I mean, it was the beginning of 2023. I'm trying to figure out when Dragon Phoenix Gaming and when what you call it, KSL Gaming merged, but I'm not exactly sure. If anybody knows, feel free to let me know of the exact date. But nonetheless, it's gonna be some high level shenanigans. This is gonna scout. Cyan is gonna scout for some bunkers potentially, or some crazy cheesy stuff. Trying to figure out. I think it was Gumiho who played it in either TVT or PVT. Maybe it was Gumiho versus Oliveira. Am I crazy? I even casted that, but I'm not exactly sure. So it was an interesting game number one, I think, because I believe it was Hecate and Gumiho actually proxied Reapers in the natural of his opponent. So it's quite amazing. So the level of Starcraft that you have, it would not actually it would not suggest that, but oh, that's a Colossus. Okay. Oh, that was actually cool. That was awesome. We have a bit of a cheeky little spray there by Cyan, as the first adept is going to move out and just try to deal with this Reaper. It's not going to do that just now. It's gonna fire up the Shade once again. But the Reaper is once again just regenerating HP. It's gonna be one shot, but it's gonna be the second adept that is going to try to deal with this, as Oliveira's Reaper is not actually going to be there. Maybe the Reaper just dodged the second adept as well. Let's see if that is going to be the case, but that doesn't look like to be the case. Doesn't look to be the case. Forgive me for forgetting to speak in this beautiful language. Okay, the adept gets behind the mineral line. It's gonna try to snipe a marine, maybe. It's not going to make it. That's gonna be 2 bruised marines, so it is what it is. Oliveira patiently waits with the drop of the mule. Probably that's what Cyan tried to actually snipe. Now both of these players are Chinese, so they probably played each other quite a lot, especially back when Oliveira was known as Time. I'm not sure if that was a glitch or I misclicked on the rocks and then the oracle. I'm not even sure if I want to know. Okay, we have 2 mines out. Oh, beautifully placed mine. Obviously, this is a really cool trick that you can do. As when you come in, don't actually see it. You don't actually see it. So this is a beautifully placed mine, because you can just hide this texture with the refinery. Sorry, that is quite a common thing. You can see that this little mine has already 1 kill. And we have Stim on the way, as well as we're gonna go into mines, so that's great. Do we have a tank? No. So maybe this is a kind of a weird opener, is it? It's kind of like a 2-1-1. Is it? No, it's a 3-1-1. Okay, never mind. Never said a single word, chat. Nobody heard that, nobody saw it, nobody nothing. We have another hidden widow mine over here. That could cause some ruckus, as we have a Phoenix and a Oracle this time. I'm curious if you can actually lift it, like, you can just click on it. I never actually encountered this because, first of all, I barely played Oracles in PvT back then, when I played Protoss. Or Stargate in general. I think I tried Phoenix Colossus a couple of times and that's it. But on the other hand, this is also something that high-level players do. At least, I don't think I saw anyone do this in Diamond. Although it's a really simple and really good trick to do. I'm actually surprised that Cyan just committed to a second Oracle, to be honest. I think he lost two, yeah, he lost both of the Oracles, so that is not really worth it, to be honest. It's like, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. But those Oracles did not really achieve anything, and ooh, these mines have to burrow, okay. It's going to stop this mine drop for now. The speed zone. Okay. Once again, we have the mine drop coming in. That's probably still one of the best moves in PvT. Okay, Phoenix is actually asleep a bit, so... Oh, one more Phoenix that's not going to pop. There's one Zealot. Okay, he's going to pull back one worker. Oh, the damage on the Zealot, actually. The collateral damage on the Zealot just takes 2 probes with him. And there's an armory, so they stay cloaked. It's quite a bummer, as... okay, there's the Observer. Is gonna rush it out, but... Oh, these mines are going to fire once again! That's 100%, that's a guarantee. That is a spoiler. Those mines, let's see. Boom. Oh, another 4 probes. It's gonna be quite that's gonna be quite painful on the side of Cyan. And now this one mine is gonna get lifted, but the Colossus is going to be great. Okay. There was a bit of a pause. Alright, and let's see what the... Okay, there's charge done. We're gonna go into potentially charge Archon, because there's Colossus tech already, so I suppose we are going to... Yeah, we're just gonna go into Archons. I mean, I don't think Storm will make that much sense, because I guess Oliveira is going to transition to Ghosts at some point. I mean, it's not bad, but I think Colossus will do the job just fine, so we don't see Storm being researched for now. There's plenty of money for it, but looks like we're going to see Archons. Another Colossus being fired up. Oh, hello, Patches. Hello, hello. I have a couple of replays that I need to cast of yours. That's probably gonna happen on Friday. Good old Friday cast. Or maybe if I'm gonna stream tomorrow or basically anytime. But I'm planning to do some chill stuff as well. Oh, that cannon gets instantly shot down, and this base needs to be given up. It's gonna be a cancel and the double cancel there on the pylons and shield battery, I suppose. Okay. By the way, I love these moves. So these are extremely annoying for anybody. That you need to bring detection. Oh, okay, there we go. Brings forth the Observer as well. Just being aware of it. Okay, he's outrun by in the meantime takes 6 SCVs with them. now he has to... Oh, I also love this move. So this is also a move that I actually like, but not a lot of people do it. Obviously, it takes practice, and you have to do it quite instantly. So the Colossus does AoE damage, obviously, and if you put a stalker or any kind of unit on top of the mine, you can actually just hit it with the splash. So it's kind of a cool mechanic. Just as cool as basically hiding the Widow Mine. This Zealot is going to act as a brilliant spotter. This little hit squad is going to be probably needed at home, but there's a lot of Vikings over here. And the Phoenixes are going to start to try and clean up these Vikings, but these Vikings are not going to get cleaned up. A couple of Archons will also help out here. The Ghosts are being slain as well as Oliveira is trying to counterattack into the natural. 20 SCVs fall. Let's see on the other side. As Cyan has the recall available, I believe. He's going to lose a natural Nexus. And here comes the recall. Oliveira needs to get out of here. There's no blink on the Stalkers, so Oliveira can get out without any issues whatsoever. But actually, Oliveira is going to lose 31 SCVs to the 19 of Cyan. And Cyan is up a couple of workers right now, which will make his life a bit easier. The good thing for Oliveira is he did not lose a third CC. And Cyan has a fifth Nexus, but the natural Nexus has to be remade. This Nexus is already done, and it's a bit of a long distance mining, so he did not transition the workers. Probably by the time you transition them and they take like 2 turns or 3 turns, they are going to just, you know, the natural Nexus will be done by them. A couple more CVs will get dunked on. Now I'm actually scared for Oliveira, as he cannot really realistically mine from the third base. Yeah, it's actually impossible. At least he kept it alive, right? So, oops, sorry about that. So you can see that he did not lose anything in terms of like main buildings. So that's important, as Cyan, I guess Cyan did not lose. He lost the gateway and that's it, and the Nexus. But on the other hand, yeah, Cyan was already out on 5 bases, so it's something that Oliveira had to do, but it was something that Oliveira he basically couldn't afford to not do. He desperately needed it. It was a risk as well. If those Stalkers had Blink, it would have been a totally different story, obviously. Now a couple of Warpins are getting into this main base. Obviously this is one of the nightmares of the Terrans, and when charge lots are actually on top of your production, it's gonna get shut down, but the main army is gonna get scanned on top of that the stairs. Now Oliveira is a bit of a trouble. He still hasn't cleaned up this this small hit squad. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of rough for Oliveira so far. He's down to 40 workers and he's down in army supply. He's down in supply massively. 32 supply disadvantage, 34 right now. I see he lost something, and yeah, I am not exactly sure. It's going to float out the main, as there's only a couple of minerals left in this main base. So that is also one cool trick. This is like a series of cool tricks, right? This is only game 1, so what are we still in for the next 2 games, right? This is the feeler game. When they just feel each other. There's still Phoenixes. That's quite interesting, honestly. As we only have... Oh, I mean, I guess we have 6 Vikings and 2 Liberators. I think the Phoenixes are here to compensate for the lack of Blink. Now, Oliveira will need to pay attention to this this main base, as he has no turrets to actually defend. I wouldn't mind a couple of turrets, but obviously money is short on Oliveira's side. He's actually mining off of of 3 bases, I'd say. Yeah. No, 2 bases. Only 2 bases, yeah. Kind of. It's only 2 base mining on the side of the Terran. And let's see if this is going to be enough. Beautiful EMPs! Oh, but is this going to be enough? The Vikings are actually going to do a lot of damage to those Phoenixes. The Phoenix is going to get cleaned up, but they're under the Archons, or above the Archons rather. And now this Colossus army is going to get basically cleaned up. But this was not enough on the side of Oliveira. As he taps out, the Cyan takes game number 1. We are back on side Delta for the second game, as we have in the bottom right side, spawning for Team SSLT, the winner of last game, our blue Protoss, Cyan, and his fellow countryman, the former world champion for Team Dragon Kaiser Gaming, our red Terran in the top left side. It is Oliveira. For those who actually know him from back in the day, his former nickname was Time, now going by Oliveira. It's actually a really cool name, honestly. I think Time was also fine. I mean, nobody actually judged him on that. And I think Time was actually an interesting name for the casters, but that's pretty much it. Like nothing else too fancy. Nothing too fancy to actually worry about, because, you know, it would be quite interesting to say, this time, Time will take it, or something like that. Time with the timing attack. Yeah, it's quite interesting. So you have an interesting opener from Cyan as well. Well, we have a bit of a delayed Nexus over here. So I'm not exactly sure what we have here. We have a... Wait a second. We have a Zealot. He never scouted anything. Now we have a Zealot moving across the... potentially moving across the map, right? Let's see where the Zealot... Okay, the Zealot just... Okay, he's gonna move it across the map. And the probe is gonna move across the map as well. I'm not sure what this is gonna mean for the better part of this opener. It's gonna dodge the Reaper as well. So he sacrificed the Nexus timing for an early Zealot pressure. Oh, does Oliveira? Uh-oh. Okay, Oliveira is skeptical. He knows something has to be up. That was an extremely late probe scout. And now he's gonna see the Zealot. It's gonna be like, okay, so this is what you do. So this is basically to delay. First of all, just get rid of the Reaper's presence on your side of the map and delay the command center. Now we learned something, so the timing is pretty much impeccable to actually delay it. Honestly, I would have sat there with the Adept. Honestly, I would have sat there with the Adept. Just to actually get bounced in the... across the wall. Okay, the Adept could move in the shade, maybe. It's not going to do so. But the Reaper goes down and potentially one more Marine. Oh, he cannot actually delay that anymore. I believe if he would have focus fired, would have been a kill over there onto that SCV. We're gonna have more Cyclones coming up for Oliveira, as well as medevac production. We have no mines yet, so I believe it's gonna be a double Cyclone drop. Potentially, that's quite common after the Cyclone rework. Now there's a couple of Terrans over here that can help me out in the chat, I'm pretty sure. First of all, Patches I know is a huge fan of Cyclones. Okay, that's gonna be a couple of Marines being dropped. Wait, are those the 2 Marines that actually miss? That's 1 Marine that's actually missing. So this is 3 Marines. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what this is. Okay, Cyclones are going to intercept the Adepts as well, and one of the Adepts is definitely going to go down. Now, there's 2 Marines at home. 3 Marines, okay. That's gonna be the Adept dying. And the drop with only 3 Marines is going to arrive. So where's the other ones? I think the other ones just died to Adept, right? Died to the Adepts. There's 3 Marines dead over there. Now Phoenix is on the way. Cyan learned from his mistakes in the past. Marines are going to go home. Oliveira is going to drop these Cyclones into the natural. Let's see if he can actually achieve anything. Okay. Oh, is he going to spot the robotics facility? So the robotics bay. That means we're gonna have Phoenix Colossus off of a Oracle opener. Oh, Oliveira needs to drop it out. It's going to drop it out. Oh, both of them actually getting dropped out. And he's going to get lifted on both of those Cyclones. Okay, there's enough Starcraft to actually clean this up. Oh, that is beautiful on the side of Cyan, actually. Just denying a lot of probe kills that could have happened. So, what is the follow-up if you're Oliveira? I believe he has a couple of options, right? I mean, you can still go into somewhat of a third base and macro out of it, but you lost a lot of stuff early on, so... yes, Cyan lost 8 probes, actually. Oh, wait a sec, hold on a moment. Oh, wait a moment. I actually spoke too soon. I was like, wait a second, Cyan did not lose that many probes, but this Liberator is actually doing massacres. Was massacring probes. So 9 probes down. Okay, now you can actually, I believe you could throw down a third base, right? Or maybe this is gonna be like a somewhat of a 2-base push. That would also be cool. Oh, he's going to scan, but will miss the observer. Okay. Interesting positioning for that observer. But there's no third base, so... since there's no third base, I would assume that this is gonna be a push and maybe a third base behind that. I don't see Oliveira saving up for third base. Okay, maybe now. Okay, never mind. He's not going to do so. It's constantly producing workers, so not workers, units. Patches, what are you doing up so early? I mean, he was here, but I'm not exactly sure if he's still here, so... look at that. Too chill, actually, just worrying about Patches and his lack of sleep, potential lack of sleep. As far as I know, Patches is a student, so... he has all the time to sleep, I believe. Unless he has classes. He went to bed right after saying that. Probably. It sounds like a Patches move. Actually, Oliveira is just chasing these phoenixes, doing everything. While Cyan is actually getting ready with the counter to everything. There's more phoenixes, extended thermalance, and the third Colossus is on the way. But this third base is super late on the side of Cyan as well, so both players are actually super far behind. Actually, Oliveira is in a better position economically, I believe, because he has that third command center a bit faster than Cyan has his third nexus. Now, that's something I didn't pay attention to. I would be surprised if Cyan would take a... I don't think he's gonna take another nexus. That would be kind of stupid, honestly, and punishable. Now, let's see if Oliveira can actually push into this third base. I'm not exactly sure if I like where he's coming from. Okay, he's gonna have a couple of spotter pylons, but now he's going to actually pre-split the army. No extended thermalance completed yet. Those are not red beams from the Colossus. Okay, oh, beautiful mine shots. They're gonna get cleaned up. There's no armory, isn't it? No, there's no armory, so I believe even if they were cloaked, like, there's no observer, so it would have made sense to stay cloaked, but I believe this is going to be a cleanup on the side of Cyan. Oliveira has to turn around, or does he? There's a very bruised tank in that medevac. Okay, Vikings show up and is gonna try to clean up one of those Colossi actually. It's gonna do so. One of those will fall. Actually, two of them will fall. Or those... Yeah, both of them will fall. So Oliveira is ready to counterattack. One more Immortal on the way. Single Colossus, so that's going to be kind of painful. Two Immortals are going to be beefy and Phoenixes are going to be able to lift, but there's only two Phoenixes and the Viking count is just growing 2 by 2. It's going to be a war in the air as well. Did he just snipe an observer? I believe he did. Yeah.
Your warriors have engaged the
No! Cyan! Why does every pro gamer have the Diva announcer? Ah. Now you know my weak point. Okay, battery overcharge is getting popped and Oliveira will back, but those are actually friendly firing mines. Oh my god. Oh, one of the Colossi will fall finally. And now Oliveira can just push in. Vikings will land, and this is gonna be GG, called by Cyan. And there it is. Oliveira just moving on to game number 3. Alright, we're back with game number 3 here on Golden Aura. Cyan in the top left side. Oliveira in the bottom right side. Deciding match. Oh, map. You like the White announcer more? I think I like the White announcer, but I need to be in the mood for it. To me, I think the winter one did it. Winter is like, I think I looked him up and I thought he's too casual, or like not too casual. Like, you know, Starcraft 2 seemed like a super serious game, at least to me. And I was like, I don't know, like maybe I'll get one of the commander announcers like a Zero Tool, or you know what, I got Tastosis first and I'm like, yeah, that's cool and everything. That was kind of goofy as well, but you know, it's Tastosis, okay? Then I was like, the winter one maybe. I bought it and then I was like, I don't know. Now I'm not sure about anyone else, but I was like, yeah, winter is like maybe too goofy. I'm not sure. Maybe he is, maybe not. I'm not exactly sure about that, but I felt like he is somewhat goofy, and I was not a fan of him. And then, for some odd reason, I started watching Winter's games. I don't know, it felt more like home. And I think the intro was a bit of a culprit over here, when he always says at the beginning of the cast, like, he's like, you know, turning around, he's like, okay, Jimmy, what do we got? And he makes up a number, and it's like, that amount of likes, and we'll cast it on replay. We'll probably do it anyways, but hopefully you have a good day and all that stuff. Like, he's more relatable, you know, in some way. Maybe that's it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just I let up with my super serious side. Maybe that's the key as well. I'm not exactly sure what the reason is, so I think I don't really want to figure it out. I'm just going with the flow. So that's why I'm using the winter announcer, probably. I don't know, it just sounds super funny and makes the game a bit more casual. It's like, you know, when when he just when the queen is done, it's not like a scream, it's like, you know, queen's all done, good choice, or queen is ready, Brenda's ready to rumble. Or sorry, new queen, Brenda's ready to rumble. Hello, Vet. How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far, or at least you'll have a fantastic day after watching the Mauzy stream. as we're having a standard, the usual suspects. This looks more like a PvZ build, honestly, on the side of Cyan. Like, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this. And we don't have mines. We have a cyclone to defend. But that's gonna be one SCV at least. Is gonna have to pull it away. Yikes. I mean, yeah, sure. Understandable. But hey. Hopefully it's gonna be solved at some point. And if not, you know how they say, whatever amount they scammed you off of with, then hopefully that amount will go to the pharmacy, the closest pharmacy. And let's leave it at that. You can drop me the story on Discord, so if you feel like it, I'm happy to listen. But this Reaper is gonna go down for sure, and it's gonna scout 3 stalkers. And this time around we have a more standard opener, closer to standard, as we add a Stargate into Twilight, and then we have Blink and Forge. The Forge is a bit late, honestly. I mean, I was saying like it's kind of like a PvZ build, but then wouldn't you drop like the Forge right after the Twilight? Like, yeah, I'm confused. I'm kind of confused, but it is what it is. Third base is going to finish, so this time around we will have a third base in time for Cyan. This Oracle will drop a revelation. We saw a drift on that Cyclone, beautiful stuff. Love to see it. Extra gas is coming in for Oliveira. Pretty much standard gameplay so far. We're gonna go into standard bio play on the side of Oliveira. We have a single tank. Question is, will we have more? We have a reactor going up on the factory as the revelation is being dropped. That means we're gonna go into mines most likely. And we saw a couple of friendly fire mines on the side of Oliveira. So not everybody's gonna be happy with those mines. Okay, let's see if it's gonna be a blink on top of that ramp, as Oliveira is actually moving out. Oh, does he have enough vision? Oh, he doesn't have enough vision. Did the... Oh, the Oracle did not go down. I'm quite curious why he did not blink. Maybe he thought there's a tank over here? I mean, he cannot be sure if there's a tank or not. Okay, just gonna take a bit of shield damage on that Oracle. Oliver scans the third base as it's fully saturated. 4 base on the way. That's quite early for a 4 base, I believe. This is Cyan. Better sooner, I guess, than never. And this at this time, I'd say better later than sooner. Gonna have a medevac. I'm not sure where this medevac goes. Oliveira. I'm pretty sure he's not going to drop. Like, yeah, I guess he's just joining up with the army. Okay, stalkers coming in. They're gonna blink away to safety. And this can keep up for quite some time unless Oliver decides to move out. Then it comes down to micro. Okay, we're gonna see the blink finally. Yes, we will. And he's gonna go for a couple of kills over here, but he's gonna have to blink away. Beautiful snipe on that medevac. Nicely done there by Cyan. It's gonna get a couple of units, and I believe he did not lose. Maybe he lost a single soccer, but I'm not sure. I think he lost it earlier. But now the Mine Marauder Medevac Marine combo, the MMMM. No, let's not do that. It sounds weird. I did it once, never again. And I apologize for it. Anyways, beautiful micro there. Oh, did you see that? That was a bit of a hot pickup. A bit of a hot pickup on that that cycle. First, I wanted to say that Tang, but yeah, no. It ain't 2016 anymore. Was it 2015? I think it's 2016. These things I only know because I actually watched videos on it, and trust me, it looked as broken as it was. Okay, but once again we needed a pause for some reason in the middle of the fight again, so that's quite interesting. Okay, Cyan is going to snipe everything over there. Maybe we're gonna see another blink into the main. Could be the case. There's a marine just stimming in. Not exactly sure what that one marine is going to achieve, but where's Oliveira's army? He has a lot of army, but it's actually the natural, and he might just try to cut the path from Cyan, but now he's sandwiched in between the gateway units. But does he have enough? I believe he has enough to clean up the zealots at least, and now he's going to turn his attention to the stalkers. The medevac's actually doing a lot of work here, the heavy lifting, and Cyan doesn't try to snipe the medevacs. He's going to take down 8 SCVs, beautiful force fields in the front. Now the zealot run by is actually doing a lot of job at the third base. Now he might just get a cancel or even a kill on that fourth that is constructing right now. More gateway units coming in. There's no EMP on that ghost anymore. He missed the EMP, but another EMP is going to be there. Still has it. Okay, he's gonna blink away with the stalkers. Oliveira wisely not using the EMP. Wait a second. There's more zealots coming in. They're gonna go into the main. They are going to go into the main, and now the stalkers are back, sniping a medevac here and there. And this game just exploded in terms of tempo. 1-1 finished on both sides. Actually, +2 attack finished on Cyan's side. +3 on the way. Colossus tech as well. Thermalance, extended Thermalance. The Viagra upgrade, as Pig likes to call it, is on the way. Okay, this mine. Ooh, that was actually beautiful. That was some quick reflexes on the side of Cyan. Okay. Actually, it's a lot of run-bys and everything here on the side of Cyan, so... Oh my god, massive warp in the back of the base. There is DT tech as well, and there's a single Dark Templar. We can see it in the flesh. We can see it in the flesh as he recloaks. But that's 24, 25, and this looks like it's getting close to over. It's Jover for Oliveira, as Oliveira loses too much. The DT swipes, the sound of those DT swipes, actually impeccable. And he's gonna split the DT. That is some beautiful presence of mind. And where's that prism? The prism went. The prism is down, but actually, I don't think there's enough for Oliveira to actually do something here. There's a lot of stalkers outside of that third base as well, and now the 3 Colossi and the couple of zealots that are the reinforcements are going to arrive at Oliveira's base. 5th base coming up for Cyan, and I think Cyan has ran away with this game. Let's see if that is going to be the case. A couple of nice EMPs could be crucial. It's gonna have to be a mighty tough fight over here. Okay, he's gonna snipe the Vikings, and now there's nothing pretty much against those Colossi. Oh, the swipes! The Thermal Lance is actually working miracles over here. Look at that range, guys. There's the GG, and Cyan takes the 2-1 victory over Oliveira here in the Korean Starcraft League. Now, that was a banger, honestly. It was warping after warping, slow start, and super fast paced after that. Now, if you're on YouTube, I encourage you to come over to Twitch, so check out that first link that says twitch.tv/mauzy_TV and click it. Give me a follow, and be sure to say hi in the chat in the next time I cast live. I do this at least once or twice a week, so be sure to be here. As for YouTube, be sure to hit that sub button for more awesome content, as we are basically just rolling, baby. So yeah, everybody who watched this, thank you very much for being here, and we'll see you in the next one. Came for the crop.